This video is called The Whore That Rode the Betas. Betas is beast scrambled. But before I continue, let us properly define what a beta is. A beta isn't just a nerd like Harry Potter or Bill Gates. Isn't just a despicable dork geek, you know. A beta is somebody who doesn't have the moral courage to do the right thing, okay? And he hasn't achieved enough moral courage to become the alpha leader, or somebody who follows him in the alpha spirit. So a beta is simply someone who isn't in the alpha spirit because he isn't obeying the true natural alpha. He's not smart enough. He's not morally courageous enough. He doesn't have enough heart to come to the conclusion that this guy's the leader and you should follow him. Okay, you can advise him, but ultimately you should follow him. And he must be this sort of martial artist. I'm the last valid alpha. He must be this martial artist from a valid line, right? Who am I? I'm from a line of noble, honest people that did the right thing versus everybody else who's complicit with this world, you know, who's either the whore, the beta, or both, right? The whore, the beast, or both. Okay, so who is he? Okay, he has to have heart, the martial art principles intact. He has to be a martial artist. He's a natural alpha. It's not nothing to do with gunplay or shooting bows and arrows or using a sling. Okay, so now that we know that everyone else is a beta. If you don't understand that, start over again. Okay, let us go back to the video. The whore that rode the betas. Beast, be-east. What do you mean by east? Well, it's not just Asia, right? It's Middle Asia. It's Middle East. Okay, it's east of Egypt. Egypt is really where the conflict zone is. Okay, and east of Egypt you have Babylon's system, trickery, the Ishtar and the transvestite cults of Ishtar. You have pacifism. Pacify is more of an Eastern angle, right? If we look at the world as it is today, right? African spirituality in its true form is alpha male, pure masculine spirit, Shaka Zulu, Narmer, okay, the man Igbo, you know, this idea, Horus, the warrior cults of Egypt of old that laid the foundation, okay? And then the foundation became the English word, right? Found alpha shun, as the white-skinned kind of sages sought to replace them with certain people who had shared evil values with them. Okay. Meditation, right? Mental health, Buddhist psychology. This is what they mean by be East. You know, basically use illusion, be a sage, be a liar. And we're seeing the end of what's left of African masculinity as they scream me out and as they spread it, homosexuality and other things that on record pacify somebody. How do you make somebody pacifist? How do you make someone less aggressive? You make them gay, make them embrace their feminine side. That's how you make them weak mentally, how you make them weak spiritually, how you make them weak in general. And then they rely on groupthink. They come together as groups, and what kind of groups are they? A bunch of sissies who don't have the heart to do the right thing, right? They put their sexual needs first. And what is the gay movement? Why aren't they doing something else first and foremost? The vast majority of them are doing the gay movement first and foremost because they prioritize their beta sexuality and not the highest principles and the highest path. That's very telling, open and shut, not valid leaders. Okay. Of course, in the world of evil, they become quote unquote seemingly valid because everyone's evil. After I'm gone, everyone's evil. So if he's gay, is in charge of women, a little kid, no one cares because everyone's evil. No one understands what natural alpha means anymore. Okay. So then we get the yoga and the Asian female fetish. Okay, you see it in the porn. There's a lot of examples of it. I'll leave that alone. Yoga basically is a bunch of different sexual positions, and there's other things, you know, stretches and so on and so forth. But that's the main thing the West wants it for. It's a sexualized, crony capitalist culture. You get it. Okay. You also have it connected to the Kama Sutra. You know, different ways to have sex in this kind of greater Hindu manner and what have you. All right. There's also what we see is going on is a rich dude move. Who are the rich guys? They're betas. Rockefeller, beta. Okay. Kissinger, I'm sure, has a certain amount of money. Beta. Rothschilds, beta. Okay. DuPont's, beta. Koch brothers, beta. All these guys are betas. They're sniveling, kind of fucking sensitive massage. Oh, kind of wet vagina betas. Okay. It is a rich dude beta move. The rich are evil. Pluto is namely the riches under the earth, right? He represents the rich. He's another form of Hades, okay? Another form of the devil, okay? Another name for the devil. You also see in the Bible This video is also about the lack of authenticity in the Bible. The Bible is about Jesus correcting the slingshot idea. He came to bring a sword, not a sling. So David beats Goliath with a sling. He says he's the root and offspring of David. You guys are kind of late to get it. The African martial artists got it way, way before this. Way thousands of years before this, they got it. They were warrior tribes. And he says, okay, I came to bring you betas a sword. They acted like beta bitches. That's why betas is beast scrambled. They're like, no, we're animals. We don't understand that. We just want to hump. We just want to control the trade routes. We just want to control the trade routes. They acted like sniveling, tribalist, ethnocentric beasts instead of using a universal scale. You see how that works? There's this African maturity, this serious African guy whose skin is darkened by the sun. It's respectable. In the Bible and Songs of Songs, they actually make it seem like that's not respectable. This guy's out there doing martial arts with pure morality in his heart in the sun, and they're becoming darker over generations, and you put it in a way that that's not respectable? That's a beta bitch, man. That's some Harry Potter, if he was in the clan, would say. That's some beta bitch shit. How could anyone miss that? We'll get to that later, why they have no right to interpret the Bible because they're betas. The Bible may be by ball, but it touches on God. Render unto God that which is his. Stop pretending you're religious. Stop pretending you're spiritual. You're betas. You're quote unquote sophisticated at best, which specifically means a lack of spirituality. It is being secular. It's an academic who's not spiritual is what it means to be sophisticated. So when you start using your ethnocentric sources, you are basically testifying against yourself that you have no right to speak about religion and spirituality, which is about rejoining to the source of this, which is something that only the martial art order can convey. And of course they interrupt me with the grass cutting. So let me just wrap this up real quick. So the sages replaced the warrior orders of old, the old Capitoline triad versus the new, the Hindu culture, Egypt itself, Narmer to a bunch of, fucking Cleopatra kind of thong-wearing sages, the Igbos, the Maori had a movie called We Once Were Warriors. And of course, they went as far as to control the opposition, which is Ivy League, academia, old money. We'll get to this later.